I would like to have a moment of silence for the likes of Alex Goldberg and Simon Phillips, please. Thank you very much. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. What a game. What a roller coaster ride. I mean, we've had roller coaster rides throughout the season with Chelsea, right? It's nothing new to us. Dominating a game, scoring goals, but then individual mistakes costing us games time after time after time. Now, of course, throughout the game, you've probably seen the comments already from the idiots in our fan base, right? The Alex Goldberg, the Simon Phillips, they don't really like the club, let's be honest. They don't like Chelsea, they only like the attention. And if you noticed, negativity on social media, that thrives. So the more negative that they can get, the better it is for them because they're getting more clicks, more likes, more retweets, more views, etc., etc. But you know what? Thank God we won that game. Because not only am I happy because we got 3 points, we're getting one step closer to European spots, because remember we still have a game in hand, which could bring us way closer to the top 7. Of course, still some games to go. This is just one game, but hopefully this is a big enough game to flip the switch for some of those players. Because, again, we were dominating Manchester United at the start of the game. 2-0. I even got a message from a friend who is a Manchester United fan, texting me, I didn't know we were playing Real Madrid tonight. I texted him back, don't worry, somehow we will screw it up. Little did I know, 2 minutes later, first mistake. Then what happened? Second mistake. I mean, if you think about it, the amount of games that we've lost, not because of an overall bad team performance or because bad Pochettino management, no, but the amount of points we lost this season because of individual mistakes is immense. I mean, you cannot always blame Pochettino. I've talked about this countless times, but since it's very, very easy to blame the manager because it's one person and you don't really have to watch the games. If we lose, then you're like, oh, we lost. It's probably Pochettino's fault, right? Because the idiots on social media with a lot of followers told us it's Pochettino, so it must be Pochettino. No, that's not how it works. If you use your brain, if you use your eyes, you analyze the game, you watch the games, you can clearly see that it has nothing to do with Pochettino. Because this is not preschool football. This is not your teacher, I don't know how you call it in your country, but the teacher that teaches you some sport, I don't know how it's called, POP, whatever. He doesn't hold your hand for 90 minutes. No, you as a Chelsea, a Premier League player, you need to have at least some football IQ, some maturity when you play for this club and when you play for the Premier League. Then again, we can go back to the fault, the mistakes that upper management did, right, by recruiting only kids and no experienced player. We've talked about that as well. Yes, it is a huge, huge mistake. Hopefully this summer Pochettino gets some experience in the team. I think 4 experienced players should fix most, if not all, of our issues. Now, again, going back, individual mistakes. Game against Leicester, Disasi own goal. Is this also because of Pochettino? No. Burnley, and today, Petrovic. Silly mistakes, leading to 2 goals. Today, Caicedo's back pass. Is this also because of Pochettino? No, this is individual mistakes. These are individual mistakes. This is not on Pochettino. Pochettino sets up a team. He gives the confidence to the players. The players have to play correctly. The coach is going to take the hit eventually, right? Because he's the coach, it's easier to blame him than 11 players. But when you analyze the game, then yes, it's very, very easy to point the mistakes to these individual players. And they have to step up their game. If you think that you're playing for Chelsea, you're getting paid millions per year, and you can make those mistakes week in, week out because nobody is going to blame you because, well, you cost the club a lot of money. So, whoa, let's not blame the owner or the transfer gurus that we have at Chelsea. No, God forbid, we can't do that, right? We can't do that. We spent 200 million on 2 players in midfield that, well, one of the 2 made some quite big mistakes already this year. I mean, even Cole Palmer made some mistakes, right? Great player, what a signing. Player of the season for sure, for us at least, and young player of the season for the Premier League. But yeah, even he did some mistakes. Sometimes it can happen. But again, these are individual mistakes. The coach cannot do anything about that. He does not control their mind, does not control their feet. What he does control is the substitution that he makes. Yes, sometimes he doesn't do the right substitutions. Sometimes it came in late. Today, to perfection. Brings on Noni Madueke, then dribbles, gets us a penalty. We're back in the game. And then from some miracle, Cole Palmer yet again saves the day. Now, for those that are saying, oh, we got lucky, was a bad game. No, we were unlucky because if you look at the stats, we were dominating. More shots on target, more possession, more passes, higher pass accuracy. You cannot tell me that this was a bad game for us. No, we were just unlucky. We had countless of those types of games throughout the season where we are playing well, when we are dominating, but silly individual mistakes are costing us games, are costing us tons and tons of points. Where do we go from here? How can we adapt? How can we change? How can we improve? Well, again, like I said, season is almost over. So what we can do right now is take as many points as possible and hope for the best, right? Because if you look at the table, I mean, if we keep on winning our games in hand, we are going to be 7th in the table. So yeah, I mean, that's not bad, right? You would think that would be last. I mean, if you remove Cole Palmer, we probably would be last, but still, we win our game in hand. We're at 46 points. 46 points brings us 2 points behind Manchester United. So yeah, all is not lost despite all the hate that this Chelsea team has been getting throughout the last weeks, if not months, all the hate Pochettino has been getting as well. If you watch the games, you know you cannot put all the blame on him. And I truly hope they do not sack Pochettino. I truly hope we will be getting some experience in the summers, because I do think that if you mix experience with talent, with prospects, we can do great things. This season was a complete disaster because you put a bunch of kids together with not a lot of experience and you hope for the best. Let's be honest, in the Premier League, these things don't work. And actually, besides that, we reached one final and we're another semi-final. So, I mean, Pochettino does work wonders, you might say. So, to conclude, crazy game of football. What a crazy roller coaster of a ride of emotions. We got the 3 points. Let's move on. Let's continue the positive momentum. I know we still have huge games ahead towards the end of the season. Semi-final against Manchester City. I mean, I don't get my hopes up, so I really hope we can have some positive momentum in the Premier League. But hey, who knows? Who knows? We didn't lose against Manchester City just yet this season. So yeah, a miracle can happen again. But overall, let's be a bit more positive and let's be less like Simon Phillips and Alex Goldberg. If you enjoy this type of videos, if you enjoy this side of the Chelsea fan base, do leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel. Would really, really appreciate that. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.